Hey guys, look, I just got this question and I need to answer it before I zoned out. Someone asked me, how can an artist know that they are ready to sell their art or their art related products? Now, here's the answer. We are visual artists. We are not musicians. So we don't make music. We don't need to create demand or a radio play or a guest feature to release art or to start selling art. Unlike musicians, you need a single, you need a radio play, you need artist development, and so on in order for the album to come out. So I'm gonna answer it this way. Step number one, as a visual artist, we don't make music. So we don't need a demand on the radio play and the top artist featured to release our art or art related product or to start selling art. Musicians need singles and they need albums. We don't need singles. We don't need mixtapes. We don't need albums. We could just start selling and learn on the job. Start selling, start pushing, start showing up, and learn as we go. Music is not like that because you have a machine behind you that puts so much money into it and they want results ASAP. Lucky for us visual artists, that's not our approach. So you don't need to be ready. You don't need to have your singles buzzing on the radio. You don't need to have a guest feature on your single before you start selling, before you start showing up. As a visual artist, you could just show up today. You could start showing up with the mess. You could start selling the unfinished, the mess today. And I have so much unfinished and mess here in the studio. And I cannot tell you how much people admire them and love them and they want it when they come here. So it is unfinished to you and it is a mess to you. But to the person that's viewing it from the back, that's a masterpiece. So you want to be ready. Being ready, I think that's subjective because you might think that you're not ready, but the collector loved what he just saw. So to him, you are ready and you are good to go. So step number one, we are visual artists and we don't need singles to be ready. We don't need for albums to be cooked in order for us to show up. And number two, so now let's make another comparison with music. Again, visual artists, like I said, we can just start selling before we are ready. And we should always start selling before we are ready. You don't need to be good enough and you don't need to feel comfortable. You don't need to be, I'm comfortable, I have my confidence, I'm good enough, I'm ready. Now I'm gonna start selling art or my art related product. You don't need to do that. You can start selling the mess. You could just start selling whatever it is that you are making. The mess that you are making, the rag, this is, someone will see this and they want it. Anything that you make in the studio that's supposed to be a mess, this is nothing but stains on it. But guess what? Someone will walk in here and say they like it. So what you might call a mess, what you might call unfinished art, unfinished product, someone wants that. So making a comparison to music, we don't need to have all these, to check all these boxes in order for us to show up. You can show up whenever you are ready. Number three, again, let's relate it to music. Your art related product can also be your singles if you want to kind of like a match it side by side with music. Your art related products, your prints, your t-shirts, your watercolors, your stickers, those can be defined as your singles or your mixtapes to kind of get the the buzz out there, to kind of get you out there, to kind of get people to start seeing you and to start building a fan base and to start testing your product. Because once one of those stickers or your t-shirts or a hoodie or watercolor, once one of them start to make some kind of noise, to get some kind of buzz out in the streets, now you know you have something. You know there's some kind of traction. There's a proof of concept. That can become your repeatable product or your repeatable item, your repeatable art-related product that you can run over and over and over and over. A friend of mine, a creative friend of mine, likes to use this word, but I think it's super harsh. He says you have to drill it in people's head so it gets stuck. It gets stuck. And I was like, no, you just have to be persuasive with it. If people seem to like it, there's attraction. You just have to run it over and over and over and over. Then you have a repeatable product. That becomes your Coca-Cola. That becomes your classic Coca-Cola. And you can just run that over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. So that can become your art-related product. That can become your art. That can become a product for the base that you can just feed them over and over and over. Where your canvas, to me, the canvas is the album, right? Canvas becomes your album. So create an art-related product. If you feel you are not ready, loose canvases, small canvases that you can just carry and bring it out to the shows, festivals, flea market, art fairs, street corner, you name it, churches, mosques, temples, bring it there, show up there, and let your work to be seen. Let the community, let the environment see you as the artist. Oh, you are that local artist. Oh, he's an artist. He's a local artist. Or let your church know that, oh, he's an artist too. Now people will buy from you. People buy from people they know, people they can connect with, people they can relate to. If you go to the same church or go to the same mosque or the same temple with people and they find out that you're an artist and they have to buy art, they will come to you first. So let yourself be known and sell those art-related products. And then later on, the album is your canvas. It's your major large format canvas. And you can look at it that way. If we want to relate it to music, again, now back to the main meat of it. We're going to relate it to music again. Number 4, like I said, to me, a large format is the album. The actual canvas is the album. But how can you get the canvas to the people if they don't know you from all these other things that you do? You can paint canvas all day, every day, but you're not going to be able to carry it around, just showing it, just run around showing it to people. So you can show up with other things, with small things, with art-related things. You can show up in the street corner with your watercolor painting and sit down and just create watercolor painting. You can show up with your easel and a small canvas and just have some fun. And people will come to you and ask, what are you doing? Are you an artist? And get people like that. That becomes your magnet to attract people to know that you are an artist. The major canvas, that is the projects that you're working on. Canvas is supposed to be telling your life story. Your canvas is your legacy. That tells your life story. You push your whole life story on there, and that is the project, that is the album. So if you want to relate our life as visual artists to music or musicians, they have singles, they have mixtapes, and then they have albums. They also have record labels that behind them. That's the machine that push them. And they have to be ready. They have to check the numbers to make sure the singles is doing very well, the radio play, and so on and so forth. And they have to check the fan base, make sure, okay, he got 10,000 fans or he got 20,000 fans, so we can target this amount of people. Visual artists, we don't do that. We don't need that. You could just show up today with no fans, with no one, no base at all, and just start building your base right there and then. You could just start that today. So that is the advantage that we have as visual artists. So start before you are ready. Don't wait. Don't compare what we do to all these other industries. We don't get ready before we start. We start and learn on the job. We start and get better. We start and get ready on the job. So start before you are ready. So that is the answer to that question that was thrown at me. I just want to make sure I answer it right quick. So because I get zoned out once I start working, I'm gonna forget. So thank you for bringing that question on. And if you have any more questions, please bring it on, and I will answer if it falls in the terrain that I understand and I know is very good. I will answer it. So hopefully you like this video. Hopefully you like this question, this answer that I just threw at you. If you're not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and share. And also click the link below and go to the website and check me out. Check my website out. And let me know if you have any more questions. Other than that, I'll see you on the next one. Salute one. Peace.